them sexy legs. Look at them things all the way down. That's right, old Scary's got his shorts on. Hey guys, how you doing? Scary Bear coming at you. We got yet another beautiful day. Let's take a look out here. There's hardly any wind, and we are going to go for a flight, you and I. I'm super excited. This is day number 1 of being able to fly with shorts. Look at them sexy legs. Look at them things all the way down. That's right, old Scary's got his shorts on tonight, and we going for a flight. It's 82 degrees. Finally, spring is here, I think. So anyways, let's get all this gear double checked, ready to get in the sky, make sure we're safe, and let's have a good flight tonight. Let's do it. Come on.
All right, let's get this dude on my back. I'm trying a new toe cam tonight. This one I've never used before. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's kind of back halfway on my foot. We'll see how this one works. I'm kind of excited for it. The other one jiggles around a lot when I run, and then it shuts itself off because I think it gets banged around so much. But let's give this one a try and see what we come up with. All right, let's start this beast. See if we can get her on the first pole again like we did yesterday. Nope, not so lucky today. How about the third pole? I'll take the third pole. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I forgot to mention, too, as we walk out here, guys, there is a smallest possibility for rain showers tonight. I think it was 20%. If you look off there, it kind of looks like it could let go. Right the direction I'm heading off into. But we're going to send it anyway. We got a freshly cut lawn, thanks to my wife today. My wife loves to mow, and she was out here doing her thing. But it makes it a lot easier, especially when you got to walk out here. There's like a crosswind tonight on the Scary Berry patch here, so I've got to take off that way. I would love to take off this way because then I could have set up way back at the house, but it's just too much crosswind tonight. So I had to come out here to where my property takes a turn and goes east to west instead of north to south, which is fine. Gives the motor a little bit of time to warm up. It's just a long haul for a big old fat guy like me, carrying 100 pounds on my back. Tell you what, as this engine's warming up, guys, I'm so excited. 83 degrees right now. I just looked at the temperature as I walked out of my workroom there. 83 degrees. I got shorts on. We got naked knees tonight. Spring is officially here for old Scary. It's been a long time coming. This is the end of April. Hey, yeah, April before I got to wear shorts on a flight. So it's been a long time coming this year. All right, I think that motor is good and toasty. So we're going to work our way over here and clip in and get ready to take off right into that rainstorm that's right there. Yeah, it's not as bad as it sounds. I wouldn't be going if there was a rainstorm right there. I don't know. I might. Who knows? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Chin strap is 5. Let's make this flight come alive. Put a little tension on the lines. Get lined up for launch. Yeah, it feels good. One last look. Double check. Lines all look good. All right, Scary. Let's launch this thing. See you guys in the sky. Yeah, boy! Yeah, let's get a little elevation. Get up in my seat. Woo! Successful launch tonight. All right, let's adjust these trims a tad. Perfected. Wing looks good. Let's get enough to do one of these, right? Whee! Yeah, boys. We got 83 degrees tonight. I could have probably flown last night in shorts, but it was really kind of gnarly air, kind of gnarly wind. So I didn't get up last night. I took the night off. But we up here tonight. Oh, what am I thinking? You know what that is? That's Slalom Lane right there. See that group of trees right there, or that line of trees? Guys, I always try to swoop these trees like it's a little slalom course, right? So we're going to pull in here. Whee! We're just going to get close to these trees. And we're going to go back and forth just like they're pylons, right? Woo, that was a little tall. So we'll go up around that one. Come back down and get these. Whee! Yeah, boys. Yeah. Watch out, little birdies. Here come old Scary. Look out, fellers. Woo. All right. I gotta stop the fun. Coming up on some power lines. I gotta get a little height. So what kind of fun stuff do y'all do all winter long? Some of you I know you fly all winter, right? You don't let the weather stop you. 45 degrees is my limit. But some of y'all crazy. Woo! You're out flying all year long. But let me hear those stories. What's the coldest you guys flew in this year? How cold was it? I can promise you mine wasn't below 45, so you probably got me beat, I would imagine. I'm going to do a quick turn back toward the LZ, just in case that rainstorm would let off tonight. But I got to tell you, right there, some beautiful, beautiful sun, some sunshine right there. I don't see any rain up there at all. So we're going to head that way. That's the way I want to go. Yes, sir, bud. I got to go down here. Some people waving. I got to go say hi. Old Scary got to say hi. Whee! Right over the highway. Back this way. Woohoo! Yeah, buddy. That's how that works. Yeah. You know, we've talked about this before. But like those folks there, they had their cameras out taking some pictures. Speaking of pictures, I don't look cool without my glasses. I put my glasses on. Come on, get out of there. Get out of there. Don't drop your phone. Phone's a little more important than them glasses. Oh, no. I lost the lens. I lost one of my lenses. Oh, boy. I wonder where I dropped that at. I'll just fly with this eye closed. How's that? I'll keep this eye closed. Oh, wow. Well, shucks. Oh, there it is. It's in the little fanny pack. It's in the fanny pack. I wonder if I can fix these things and fly. You're not supposed to text and drive, but nobody says you can't do eyeglass repair and fly. There's no rule about that. Come on, get in there. Get in there. Oh, come on. Step in there. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, buddy. I'm a regular old ophthalmologist. I'm an ophthalmologist tonight. I don't think ophthalmologists fix your glasses, but I don't know the word for the fixer guy. So that's the old Universal 1.1 out tonight. I don't know if you guys can see her up there. Hopefully that's picking that up on the helmet cam. But she's a nice, big, safe wing. She handles turbulence really well. I like flying it whenever there's any kind of high turbulence or high wind. It's one of the safest wings I own. So we're going to do a little bit of playing on this wing. Like I said, it's pretty sporty for as safe as it is. Take a look, make sure nobody around, no planes or nothing. I think we're safe. So we're going to do a little side to side and work our way down to the ground. We'll go left a little. We'll turn around and go right, almost to 180, right? We'll turn it back the other way, 180 degrees. Woo! Yeah, that wing will dip a little bit on that. Come back this way, 180. Yeah, boys. And we'll take it straight down to the ground. Can't get too low. We got trees right here, so we'll come up and above these guys. Yeah, friends, we don't want to run into you. We'll jump over here into this field where it's a little more open, and we'll do some slalom. What do you think? Yeah, get over top of these lines. do a cut into this field. Yee-hoo! Let's drop it down, Scary. Yeah, boys. How about a little side to side? Little down low slaloms. Whee! Like I said, for this being a Universal 1.1, she's got plenty of play. I put her right up there with some of the other sporting wings I have as being fun to fly. The worst wing I have that I fly is the old Adele Atlas. Sorry guys, I had to kind of keep an eye on what I was doing there. The old Adele Power Atlas, right? I got back when I was flying the old Fresh Breeze from old Captain Kurt. Man, look at these green grasses. I'm gonna come down and say hi, see if I can smell them. Ooh, it's so good to see green again. Oh, I love seeing green. Anyway, that is the doggiest wing. The old Power Atlas, Kurt Pfister sold me. Old flight junkies, Captain Kurt. One of the biggest mistakes I ever made, guys. Be careful. I know it's tempting the free trading. Just be careful, guys. If you want to know more, get a hold of me. I'm happy to talk to you about it. But anyway, I bought a Power Atlas off of him when I first started flying back in 2013. So if that gives you any idea how long I've been flying. And I'm not going to say too many bad things because it did get me in the air, and I did fly for a couple of years on that wing. Had a lot of heartache that first couple of years, a lot of broken equipment. Training was not the best back then. But anyway, on to the wing capabilities. That wing was the most stable wing I've ever flown. As far as just flying straight forward, I had a trike underneath of it, and it did exactly what it was supposed to do. The thing about that wing, let's say I wanted to go left, you would pull that left brake, and you see how I'm starting to curve in or dive in a little bit like this? And if I pull the right brake, you see how it circles me down, almost dives me into the ground, towards the ground, I won't say into the ground. You have to control it. But you can get that wing rock. See, I'm just going to let it come back. You'll see it rocks, and then it'll kind of even out. It'll still go this way a little bit. My other wings that I have, I've got to stop that oscillation. But on this one with the Universal, it pretty much does it on your own. The difference between this Universal and that Power Atlas was when you pull right, it just did a lateral turn right. There wasn't any of this. It just strictly went right or left like this. It was a flat turn. Whereas, like I said, if I want to go backwards right now, if I want to do a 180, it's a quick pull, and we'll just do a spin. And I am headed absolutely the other direction now. So you can't do that on the Power Atlas. So I would say that was probably the doggiest wing I've ever flown. So the wing technology nowadays is so much more advanced than it was 13 years ago, 12 years ago. So if you're just getting into the sport, lucky you, your training will be much easier. You'll have a better time getting that wing over your head and keeping it there. Boy, would you all look out yonder. Look out yonder. That is a rainstorm out there. I can kind of feel the winds are picking up top here, and it's getting black above me. Look at that. Look at that. Look up there. Woo, and it's black all the way out there. So I'm going to at least head back toward the house, right? So if anything decides to let go, I am right over my LZ. We don't have to call tonight, but we do have to head somewhere safe. I will tell you, I can feel the winds have picked up some, so just because it's getting a little bit turbulent up here. So when we get back to the house, I'll check the flag. And if those winds have picked up, that usually is a sign that there's some kind of front coming in. So I'm going to go ahead and put this thing on the ground and be safe. I'd rather be safe than sorry. But we'll judge it when we get back to the house, check out those winds. All right, those winds do not seem to be picking up much. So I don't think we have to put her on the ground right away. Yeehaw, yay, right? So let's just kind of stay close to the LZ and fly around. Just in case that wind does pick up and the rain does start to come down, old Scary can land it quick. Man, it's almost got that orange glow. You know what I'm talking about when it starts getting that look? Just before a storm, it's got that look, which I am positive that these GoPros aren't picking that up. I can smell it, man. I can smell the rain. So it is absolutely raining somewhere. I would say more southwest, since that's the way the wind is coming from. But I'm going to lose these shades. It is absolutely not necessary now. Kind of was hardly worth the hassle of putting them back together, right? Might as well check my fuel while I'm stowing these away. Fuel is not the concern at all. You know, I had mentioned in one of my other videos, I have yet to see deer this year. This is flight number, I don't know, it's 5 or 6 or something this year. But I usually see deer all over through here, and I'm not seeing any this year yet. I'm going to go creeping over here just a little ways along this wood line. I just want to look at one. I just want to see one. Usually I see 2 or 3 of them out here running around, but I've not seen my little 4-legged friends this year. So I'm going to go scouting. I'm going to go looking for them. All right. Where you at, little woodland creatures? Where you at? Come out wherever you are. And I know it looks like I'm flying over these woods, but I'm really not. I've got an out right there. I can escape if my motor dies. I'm good. I'm looking all up in there, though. I don't see nobody. Come on out, little fellers. I am going to have to make a turn here. I can't go out over those woods. So let's make a turn. Keep that safe out to my left. Come here, little deer, little deer. Come here, little deer, little deer. How about along the creek? Anybody down there along the creek? Nobody? Nobody wants to come out? Well, it looks like the rain held off. We had a full night of flying, you and me. Huh? How was that? Did you have a good time? The sun isn't very beautiful because it went by those clouds. Let me rephrase that. The sun is gorgeous, even though it went behind those clouds, right? But we're not going to get to see that spectacular sunset that we always wait for. So I think since I'm getting a little low on fuel, and I know through the magic of television, you don't know this, but I've been up here for close to an hour anyway, maybe a little over. So I'm going to take this bird home, land it on the ground safe and sound, and call it a night. So let's head that way, and let's do it in style. Let's do it Scary Bear style. What do you say? Yee-hoo! Yeah, boys! This is the best way to go home, I swear. Oh, yeah. You can't do this in a Cessna. You can't do this in a Cessna. No, sir. No, sir. All right. Here we go. There's my land. There's my LZ right yonder. There's very little wind on the flag, so it looks like I can almost land any way I want. All right, get down out of my seat, get myself dangling, bunch up my stuff. I'm sure it looks bunched up down there. It's not the most comfortable position, that's for sure. So let's get lined up on my land here, and let's bring this bad boy in for a landing. All right, arm tie, keep them up top, lower down just a little scary. Look out ahead, not down. And land this bad boy. You got it. Turn off the motor, little brake. Nice and smooth. Get in front of this one. Well, I guess the wind was going forward. Boom, she's gonna go in front of me. It's tough to judge when there's nothing. I don't know if you can see that windsock. It's not moving at all, right? There's nothing happening over there. But evidently, there was a little bit of wind this way because it took it straight over the top. There was no outrunning that, at least not my stubby little legs, which are naked, by the way. Let me get that out of the way. My legs are naked, by the way. Did I ever tell you how happy I was about that I'm flying in shorts? Look at this knee. Look at this knee. Sexy knees, right? Anyway, let me get out of all this shenanigans here, guys, and I will talk to y'all in just a second.
Right, so that's gonna do it. I got her all put away here. I gotta go out and get the wing, but guys, I think that's gonna do it for the night. Oh, I want to show you this. Look at this. It's not too dark to pick up any image out here. These GoPros are notorious for low light situations being terrible. But look at this. Look at this windsock, right? I got nothing. From what we just learned when we land, just because it says 0 on the windsock doesn't mean that up there's not a little bit of wind, right? It pushed my wing forward tonight, which is no big deal. It's just I could not run fast enough to keep it behind me. I had brakes on full. I pulled brakes full. Anyway, no big deal, guys. what a beautiful flight. Me and you, I enjoyed it tonight, and I hope you did too. So until next time, guys, this is Scary Bear signing off. You know I love you. See you in the skies, guys. Have a good one. Thanks for coming.